Howdy, hello, and welcome back. So for today's guest on The Preferred Few, we have this non-binary, finary, show-stopping, heart-throbbing, and jaw-dropping entertainer. From balls to stages to clubs, they always turn a show no matter where they go. It is with great pleasure to announce my guest, the one, the only... Kam Kam.
Hi.
Hi. So thank you for being on the channel. I'm just going to ask you a few little questions. Nothing too personal.
Nothing's too personal for me.
Yeah, well, that was a lie anyway. But anyways, so you're originally from Bessemer, correct?
Yeah, Bessemer and Birmingham. I have to say both.
I was literally about to ask, do you call Bessemer as your home, or?
Yes, because I graduated
home?
from there.
Got you. So did you grew up there?
Yes, so it's really like I'm from Bessemer and Birmingham because I went to
you.
school and I lived in like Fairfield and I lived in Bessemer too. I just ended up graduating from Bessemer.
But you started drag in Birmingham, correct?
Yes.
Got you. Because I know like that must be a difference in like going from Bessemer to Birmingham, and then especially like
It's literally like 15 minutes up the road.
I mean, yeah, no, not in the drive, but like, difference of like no, difference of like culture and welcoming.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because as mentioned in your cute little bio, you do identify as non-binary.
I am.
Is that something that you found like unordinary in a smaller town like Bessemer, or was it like pretty okayed?
I didn't really like. Ask the question again.
Okay, so like in the small town of Bessemer, I almost said the small town of non-binary. In the small town of Bessemer, was being non-binary like an ordinary?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like was it difficult?
I never really got to like live out my non-binary life. I feel I've always presented myself. I feel, but I didn't further like get into my actual self, who I was meant to be, until I was like 19. But by then, I had already graduated and I had moved to Hoover now. So.
Got you. So it was more so Birmingham helped you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Absolutely.
So when in the small town of Bessemer did you realize you were a flaming homosexual?
Oh, birth. Birth.
Came out with a flag and a thigh high.
Literally. Red thigh high, blew up my lid.
I mean, what would you say your sexuality falls under?
I get that question all the time.
Because I mean, if we look at the Facebook, insert Facebook. She goes everywhere.
Yeah, I'm a lover.
Okay.
I feel like the person that I'm meant to be with could be anyone, so I can never like limit myself to just liking one thing.
Got you.
So even when I came out as like a queer person, I came out originally as bisexual, but over time, I'm like, oh, okay. I started to think like, they trans men are pretty cute. I like trans women too. Like, I'm here with it.
Got you. So would you say like pansexual?
You know, everybody tells me I kind of fall under that. So I guess that's what I would be. I have no label to who I am.
Got you.
I'm a lover.
Yeah. Lover with a big old V.
Period.
But you're this it's kind of the same way with pronouns, right? Like it's more so of like
whatever you perceive me as.
Got you.
It's like you never can offend me if I know who I am.
Yeah.
So if you say, oh, okay, she, I'll be like, okay, cool.
Got you.
They are them.
I'm just always offended.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that go through that too.
Oh,
I just try not to like chime into it.
Makes it a big characteristic. So something that is critically acclaimed with you is that you like to play all positions when it comes to most sports.
Agreed.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Is that something that you would say transfers with your entertainment?
100%.
I was going to say, just knowing you, I already know that answer. But, for the people at home, the people who are chiming in, because you do the damn thing. You do the splits, but you can also like sit there and like serve a park and bark. You know what I mean? So speaking of that, where does your flexibility come from?
So I have been a trained dancer.
Gotcha.
Most people don't know this, but usually I have to like have that conversation with people. I have been a trained dancer for 20 years of my life. So I literally started dancing at 3 years old.
Got you. Because it was literally like, I put in the question, was it like more of dancing or was it sports or was it both?
That's the thing. I originally started dancing at like 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have been trained in like 7 different styles of dance.
Gotcha.
But I've also played sports too.
What sports have you played?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Like
All the regular ones.
I was about to say, even hockey?
No, I ain't did that one.
Oh.
That's, no. I ain't trying to get beat up.
The South, yeah. But when would you say that transferred into drag?
What transferred into drag? Like how would I start?
Like how did the flexibility click with I can do this but with entertainment, drag entertainment?
Me using like all I did was pretty much just transfer like what I used to do when I used to like do gymnastics and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I think this would be cool. Let me put this here. Boom. It's a pocket in the song. I want to do a jump split. Boom. And
Got
then
you.
It just stuck.
And how long have you been doing the entertainment, the drag entertainment?
I have been performing since 2019.
Got you. Was that makes you a
COVID baby.
A COVID baby.
Yeah. I literally started doing drag during the pandemic.
That's crazy. I remember being at home during the pandemic, and I was like, "Well, just come."
I was
gonna
twirling
sew.
my ass off.
And you were over there.
Sure was. Well, people with masks on and everything. Thank you.
I can't. But with your drag, you actually currently hold 5 pageant titles. That's correct.
Man, it's bad. I gotta count.
Can you list all those titles?
I sure can.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Central Alabama Pride,
Research this real quick.
Mr. Central Alabama Pride, Sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Mix Columbus, Georgia Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Mix Muskogee County Pride.
Muskogee.
Mr. Caritas,
2023.
Did I'm finna Gary to give that up. What's my current? Oh shit. Mixed Central Alabama Pride.
Got you.
And I'm going for another one soon.
Oop. Put the oop. What made you want to get into pageants?
Believe it or not, and everything always has a backstory with me. I saw myself when I first started doing, because I was so like completely out of the normal what people were used to seeing. I said, I'll never do pageants. Pageants just seem like it's just not for me. I feel like they have this thing of what they expect you to look like, and I feel like I didn't ever fit that mold. But I was always told if you don't fit into a box, you make them believe that you're meant to be there. You
expand the box.
Right, you expand it. And I was like, fuck it. I'll give it a try. Oh, I can't say them.
You'll be bleeped out. Yeah, you'll be bleeped out.
I was just like, fuck it. I mean, what do I got to lose? Let me try it. And I won, of course. And the rest is history.
Got you. That's crazy. Especially, like, to add to it, like, Southern pageants.
Yeah.
Southern drag pageants, definitely, if you're not as specific. And you really do turn, not only the stage out, but you really do turn the drag scene in Birmingham out.
Thank you.
It's like, a lot of it was very old school, and then, you came in, and it's a mixture of both femme and masculine with performing, and it's definitely something that's...
Don't make me start crying.
Don't be crying on my channel. We don't do that.
Oh, y'all gotta be professional.
But is there a pageant that you would like to compete on later down in the road? Because I could really see you turning some heads in like some or those norm pageants and like just going in there and like making them gag. And
I want to do a national pageant, but I want to do a national pageant as myself. I feel like when I've done Mr. pageants that I had to necessarily conform into something that I feel like I don't necessarily fit in. I just wanted to win it or whatever, so I did it. If any pageant I want to do, I have a regional like EOY for Miss and Mr. I want them to have a national one for non-binary people. I would definitely go compete, and yeah, but they don't have it right now. But hopefully in the future, maybe they.
Because that's a very unfortunate thing. Is MXs are not very common, and
your daughter's angry at you.
She'll be fine. MXs, the categories are not very common, especially once again in the South. And even up north, they're still not as common. So yeah, it's definitely, and I can see where you wouldn't want to compete with a Mr. pageant. Right. Same. I wouldn't feel comfortable competing in an MX category. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, that I definitely see that and then why that's a struggle and it should not be a struggle. Anyways, so from pageants and then to the ballroom scene, you're also very active in the ballroom scene. When did that come into play with your life and your drag?
I started walking balls in 2017, so I was in high school.
Got you.
That is why I'm an up-and-coming legend.
So that was a mixture of Bessemer?
Yeah, I was living in Bessemer at that time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I could, that sounds...
But funny story, ballroom is like not necessarily prominent in Bessemer per se. You have people who originally are from Bessemer that walk balls, but pretty much everybody lives in Birmingham now because that's just like the metro of where everything is. So yeah, that's how we go walk balls and stuff that when we have them here.
Got you. And you're actually the mother of a house of Old Navy, correct?
My mother.
When did the Old Navy group originate, and who all does it consist of?
Oh,
Because a lot of people we've actually mentioned on this channel,
Yes.
including, like, not to spoil what you're about to say, but Monarch is someone who we mention a lot on this channel. But can you list everyone in there?
Like you want to know when was it created?
When was it created, and then also who are the people that are now in it?
Ooh, okay. So the House of Old Navy was originally created in 2008 in New York City. Our founder, Nico Milan, or Nico Old Navy, created the house and started expanding chapters. I've been in the house since 2017-ish, 18. And as of now, we have at least probably about 20 members. Some of them more known than others because different phases of their life or whatever. But we have like Monarch, Ivy. Monarch is our prince of our house in the Alabama chapter. We have Ivy Von Tits, Sasha Allure. She is the princess. We have a lot of them.
Gotcha.
A lot of them.
I was about to say, and like, I'll just put a picture.
Oh, Veronica Salvatore.
Yeah.
Sharon Cox.
I think
Gag.
Sharon was in it.
I know.
Crazy. But I'm gonna put a picture here of I love the picture of y'all by the bridge. I think it's by the Birmingham Bridge. I love that picture.
Oh.
But no, that's definitely House of Old Navy is very well known in Birmingham.
Thank you.
So it was definitely, I feel, fitting whenever that was going around that, you know, you were now the house mother, which
Thank
is
you.
insane. But would you say you preferred the ballroom scene or the pageant scene more?
I think I always say ballroom because I started there.
Gotcha.
And I feel like that's how my drag persona became what it is because of ballroom. So ballroom played a beneficial part in my life and my development, I feel. But me exploring my different alternatives of what I can do with my life made me find drag.
Got you. Okay, that makes a little bit, because I figured it was going to be ballroom, especially you know, you mentioned it was a push in your drag, so
Absolutely.
definitely makes sense to me. But as a Stunalina entertainer, because you do stunts, we did mention that.
Yeah.
Do you think your performance skills come in handy more in pageant shows or the ballroom scene?
Both. I mean, if
All
you
of the above?
yeah,
All of the above.
if you could do like a backhand spring, like who wouldn't want to see someone do that?
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
you just about execution, pretty much.
Yeah,
you have to
'cause
know when to do it.
It's definitely not something everyone can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a very flexible person. So when it comes to me putting on my big girl panties to do one little stunt,
Right.
it takes a lot out of me. But, you know, and there's very few performers, I feel like, in Birmingham who can do that.
Right.
Like, off the top of my head, Ivy, Vanity.
Yeah. So I've never seen Ivy do a backhand spring.
Oh, well, not specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
And, you
of
know,
course.
I don't know the names of all the stunts.
All the stunts.
But speaking of that, is there a stunt you can't do?
I'm learning how to do a helicopter. So a helicopter is like a cartwheel. It starts like a cart. Oh no, gotta use my fingers. It starts like a cartwheel.
Okay.
But it turns into like a front walkover. So you literally have to rotate your body in mid cartwheel. And
Interesting.
yeah,
that seems difficult.
it's a difficult skill, but I'm gonna get it though.
That seems too difficult. I was thinking something of like, what are they called? Coffee grinders, where like you
like a split you could turn.
No, I mean it's like you put like one leg on it and you just rotate the other one around it. No.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, that's when you said helicopter. I was like, that's what I can't do that.
You just
look at the material. She's got big hair, but not big stunts.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Is there a stunt that's your favorite though? Like a go-to stunt?
Probably my infamous headstand.
Okay, yeah.
That's definitely like that's the go-to for me.
And not in like a shady manner, because you don't do it all the time, back and forth, like some entertainers do.
Mm-hmm. Shady.
But I always sit there and I'm like, now's the perfect time. When are they gonna pull it out? When is that gonna happen? Because I know it's always gonna happen. You know what well, not always, but it's not to throw you under the bus. In specific moments though, like I remember specifically, you were at the Nick one time and I think you were performing Timber. Yeah, and I was like, it's about to happen. I was like, it's about to come out, and I actually have a video. Ding!
Oh
of it
my
happening.
God.
Yeah, got it on even tagged you in the socials on it.
You damn so did.
I think that was the hint. I think you did do
I think so.
I think so. You were in the green. I remember that. I don't know. We'll put the proof there. If
Yeah.
not,
I do a lot of shows.
Yeah. But speaking of stunts and, having stunts that you're known for, how much money have you made off of me doing the Kam Kam?
I just thought about it. Insert video.
Yeah, I was going to say, it literally says insert video and explain.
Oh, I love it. I don't know how much I probably made.
2 cents.
Literally.
Yeah.
A $1.50 in pennies.
But we were at oh my God, that was Bosses.
Yep.
And doing Leviathan show, insert Leviathan. We were just bored girl in the back, and I was like,
just
you know what? Let me do it. And I tried to Vogue, tried. She was a duck walk, not duck walk, leapfrog. Leapfrog. Duck walk, more like leapfrog. Yeah. Messed up my shoe for that too.
You sure did.
She went viral or something like that.
Literally.
But I've worked with you pretty much my entire time of being in Birmingham, except for there were a few nights at a few bars that we won't mention. But I just have a question I've been begging to ask you since we've been working. How much money do you think you've saved? I almost said spent. Saved on not wearing wigs.
Oh, bitch. I really wouldn't be able to answer that because just as much as I probably would put into buying wigs, literally goes into clothes.
Yeah, I was about to say because on a serious note,
my boots are literally like $100.
I was about to say
literally,
and you're at that high girl.
Literally, it's $100 a box because I have to order mine.
Yeah, but boots and shoes in general are really expensive. I go to a thrift store and if there's a shoe in my size, I buy it because I know it's cheap.
Jump at it.
Yeah,
it's very rare I can find a boot in my size.
But no, on a serious note, you don't have to wear wigs to do drag.
Absolutely not.
Not a thing. I just like to pick at you because
everybody does, and you don't wear makeup. And then I have so many pictures with me wearing makeup because I paint very lightly.
Yeah, and they don't see it because they don't open they have the big lashes on, so
they can't see. You're just covering the eyes.
But I've worked with you with so many different places. We'll show up here, there, trash cans to theaters and so on and so forth. But what is your best tip for networking in drag? There's so many different shows.
Your best tip to network in drag: be approachable, be dependable, and be a good person. People miss that a lot.
Yeah. And even in the you have a common characteristic in drag is being shady. I hate those people. But even through and through that, you gotta always make sure to be kind. But with having those connections through that networking, it can take you to several exciting places and opportunities, especially mentioned being nice and kind and humble. You recently just traveled to Ohio for a show with Flapjack.
I did.
Right? How was that?
Long. The drive was really long.
Imagine how long?
I want to say it was like 11 hours.
No.
So yeah.
I could never.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And then we split the drive. Well, Flapjack drove. Flapjack drove most of the way there. And I drove like the last 2 hours there. But then we alternated on the way back home.
Gotcha. So it wasn't like a straight drive?
Mm-mm.
Thank God.
No, it was a straight shot. We went straight there.
Wait.
But we just split the drive between each other.
Gotcha.
So make a
stop.
stop.
Got a little break. Yeah, a little stop.
Yeah.
What states have you performed in now?
I have performed in Georgia. I have performed in Georgia, Ohio, New Orleans.
Louisiana.
Oh shit!
It's okay. It took me a second to think about it.
I was like, "Is that the place?" But it's not the place. But yeah, I think 3 other states.
Got you. At least you got a.
I'm trying to hit Florida. No, I say that back. Tennessee, because I performed in Tennessee a couple times. Yeah.
At least you got out of the South.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. But making friends in drag, whether it be professional or, you know, just personal, is a huge, it can definitely benefit a lot. Even in moments such as traveling to different states, you know, you got that opportunity with Flapjack. But speaking of friends in drag, who is Vanity Lachey and why is she your enemy?
I don't know her. I never knew her.
Why is she your enemy?
She doesn't exist. Vanity is my good sister. We really love each other, but everybody thinks we don't like each other because of the way we show love to each other.
Insert shade.
It's just the way we show that we love each other.
Which Vanity as a whole is one of those like shady people.
Oh, absolutely.
Vanity
just a cunt.
Just
shady cunt.
Vanity gets a lot of spotlight on this channel for something. One, she needs the spotlight because, you know, the face. But two, I've said it so many times. Vanity can make me just laugh.
Just standing
like
there.
I can just look at her and I'm like, Little Bill.
Literally.
But no, she's incredible.
Bob the Builder.
Yeah, very much so that. But when did you start? When did you really start getting involved with the Birmingham scene and people such as Vanity and Ivy and even your drag mom Genesis?
So I met Vanity. Funny story. I met Vanity when I was a teenager.
Got you.
I was going to the club like really early. So I was just dancing my life way like per usual. And we just ended up getting close.
Choices.
And it's just been ever since. She's just been in my life since then.
Choices.
Ivy, Ivy's first pageant I done with her. And we just shared in like a touching moment during the pageant. And she's been conjoining me with it. We actually 2 of my titles I won with Ivy.
Is that to say Caritas and
Sweetheart. Yep.
Got you. Because that was something we talked about in our Get Ready our video together, was y'all doing Caritas together, and even Amber and I mentioned, you know, the pass downs, because there's been a lot of pass downs by the groups, like Vanity and Amber and hopefully Ivy and myself. You know, we'll see.
Put it into the universe.
Put it into the universe. 2 weeks to prepare.
Literally. Oh shit. It is like 2 weeks. And I ain't prepared.
Anyways, but where do you see your drag legacy taking you in the future? Is it still in Birmingham?
Oh God, no! I gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
I gotta get out of here.
Out of the South as a whole, or just Birmingham?
Birmingham is always gonna be my home, but I feel like my life is destined to be somewhere else.
I feel that.
If I get on Drag Race, pray to God,
flying everywhere,
put it into the universe. If I get on Drag Race and I solidify, I feel like I'm very solidified now. But if I solidify myself there to be on TV, or even just to be able to travel more than I do now, I will be gone.
I don't blame you.
I will be
That's
gone.
what I'm trying to do. I want to do drag full time, and I don't want to be stuck here.
Absolutely. Actually, for almost a year, I did drag full time.
I was about to say, yeah. I remember we were getting any kind of gig we could.
Literally.
Pulling strings.
Okay.
But what is your kind of going on with that? What are your dreams and goals for drag?
My dreams and goals is to make people see that drag is not one thing. I want to be that person, even though there's been people before me, but I want to be that one of many people to open the door to say drag is an art to everything.
Everyone.
It doesn't look one way.
Yeah.
Like I always tell people, I know who I am. I just want you to see me the same way that I see me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, something about Dragula that I love is they say it every episode, drag is art and art is subjective.
Absolutely.
And it's the truth, because, like, I mean, that's exactly what it is, you
Right.
know? And there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's a good and a bad way. But even in different eyes, that's good.
Insert pictures of Vanity in her beginning phase.
You wonder why you wonder why people wonder. But there's, you know, I've never thought there was a specific way to do drag. There's a specific way I want my drag done.
For sure.
But I love, like, busted drag such as Vanity. Or
Absolutely. Love that busted.
But no, I genuinely love that answer. And that's the truth, honestly. Not just about Vanity, but no, I love Vanity.
She's going to kill me.
I cannot wait to have her out here. And we're going to talk so much shit about you. But now we're going to make this shit, speaking of, well, my bracelet broke. Speaking of Vanity, now we're going to make this shit dumb.
Okay.
With a segment that I like to call it Dumb and Quick.
Ooh, sounds like most of my hookups.
So you have 6 questions
Okay.
with 9 seconds each to answer those questions.
Okay.
If you can't think of an answer, just don't be a loser.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Okay. Burger King or McDonald's?
Neither. I don't like hamburgers.
I don't either.
Or french
I don't
fries.
really count meat. No, that's fair. You don't like french fries?
Nope.
We can't.
I have an eating disorder, so I don't eat a lot of stuff. Another fun fact about me.
Restarts interview. Anyways, that's for part 2. Second question, water or silicone?
Depends on what kind we're talking about. Hey, Luke.
I was thinking of balloons.
Oh, like titties.
Third question, drag or ballroom?
Both.
Fair. Very hard, actually. Fourth question, kitten heels or kitten boots?
Neither. Oh, that is a hard no. I hate them with a passion.
Oh, okay. Anyways, fifth one, favorite local drag queen?
Favorite local drag queen. Ooh, they're gonna kill me. It's so many people I love. It would have to probably be my mom.
Okay.
Genesis.
Technically, is that local, though? Because
She's local. She's from Birmingham.
Oh, she is from Birmingham. There you go.
Yeah, she
I
is.
guess. But yeah, insert Genesis. Genesis is incredible.
Love her.
She just did Entertainer of the Year. Blew that shit out of
Surely
you.
did.
Watch her.
Surely did.
Literally insane.
Love her.
And you know, not to one, jump off these questions, and two, put her shit out there. But we were talking about her ideas at the brunch that I helped you out with.
Right.
And I was like, this shit's gonna be incredible. Saw it even more. Her idea was just
Sickening.
blown out of the water. Like, I was so gagged when I saw the video on Facebook. I think it was through
Mark.
It was through Mark.
I knew it.
Insert Mark. I'm gonna do the.
We
big
love
show.
the Al's people.
Yeah, Al's incredible. Icon people, incredible.
My mom, of course.
And Olivia.
And Olivia. My sister.
We've mentioned Olivia in a few videos as well.
Love her.
Incredible. Last question, most important question. Cows or cats?
Neither. I don't like animals.
I'm so sick of the people answering the question wrong. There's only one right answer, and it's cows.
Why? Because you look like a cow?
Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this shit short. I swear, it always goes to hell at the last part. You, Amber, everyone. Anyways, last question, so I can get on to this gig. Actually, God.
Booked and busy.
Let's not talk about it. Where can people follow you at? Where can they find you?
You can follow me on all social media platforms. On Facebook is Kam Kam, Kam, Kam. If you don't follow me already. Instagram, OMG_it's_Kam Kam. That's KAM. On Snapchat, OMG_it's Kam Kam all together.
Have you realized that it's Kam Kam?
Yeah.
It is in fact Kam Kam. Anyways, thank you so much for being a part of it.
Thank you for having me.
It's definitely been in the talks forever, literally since I wanted to start the YouTube channel. You were definitely one of the people who I wanted to go first with, but we're so busy. We're busy gals. As you just said, booked and blessed.
Booked and blessed.
keyword I'm blessed. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for a new video every Sunday. You can follow me on all of my socials at The Only Preferred. I make it very simple, and like some people, it's just one thing on every single social, except for Facebook, because you can't, it's got to be a name.
The Only Preferred on Facebook, really?
I mean, well, that's Sajay Preferred, because you can't do at The Only Preferred on Facebook.
That makes sense.
Yeah, trying to come for my gig on my YouTube channel. Anyways, toodles, until next time, bye!
Bye!